We knew right off the bat we're gonna have to rely on the PTSG team, so we contacted VSG and talked to them, and they have a large animation team, so they were available to help with the 6 hours plus of cinematic work which was required, so we could just focus on the gameplay.
Mark?
We did mocap down at the VASG stage, and the whole process was great. I feel like we just totally lucked out with the talent that we had to help us get there, and that made it really fun.
In terms of capturing data for the body and capturing for the face, the body data is captured with a marker system. It's marker data that gets mapped onto bones. The facial data is 2D video-based capture.
We put a bunch of markers on people's faces and take a camera of them talking and stuff.
After the facial data is captured, it creates a point cloud, and that point cloud is then turned into polygons. And what happens is it allows us to make any expression that we want. So if we want someone to squint or just barely close their eyes or open their eyes wide, we can totally do that.
When you're doing the face solve and pair it, since everything's muscle-based, it helps it all to really flow together.
Then it's a matter of taking all that data and staging it in the scene so that the cameras can be shot. It comes back from camera layout, and then we do like our first motion edit pass, which that's when we get involved heavily with basic body animation cleanup. Things like finger, face, any sort of like hand key stuff like vehicle animation.
I started learning how to ride, and they ended up like asking me a lot of questions on like, is this how things will work? Because on stage, they just had like these cardboard things. So there was like no weight on the bike or like the mechanisms and the clutch and the braking and all that stuff. We kind of have it good here at PTSG because we have the whole pipeline. By the time it gets into our hands, camera layout's already done. We've got a good base of animation because we have a mo-edit department. So we just kind of sprinkle on a little bit of love and put some stank on it and make it look good.
After a while, you get a good sense of what the client is really looking for. It's their baby, it's their project, and we are there to give them exactly what they want.